It's the big Manchester derby, a huge one, a huge game for both teams, particularly Manchester City in the context of the Champions League, the race for that Champions League qualification. Look, Manchester City are going to have to win this one. For Man United, maybe not as much riding on it in terms of the league, but it's a Manchester derby. They've already beat City once at the Etihad earlier this season. There's an opportunity here to do the double over City. When's the last time Man United did that? So it's a massive opportunity for Manchester United here. It's a derby. It's a big occasion for both clubs. I'd fully expect we see lots of cards, lots of big tackles, exactly as you'd expect. Bit of energy, bit of ferocity. Some bad blood as well between a few of the players. Bruno Fernandes throwing his toys out the pram, throwing his dummy on the floor. I'd expect to see quite a bit of that. So it's going to be a big game and I'm really looking forward to it. Let me know what you're thinking in terms of predictions. Really interested to see. We'll have the chat going. So if you are, if you're joining us for this one, obviously we'll have a bit of reaction as well to Liverpool getting beat by Fulham. Our first defeat in, I think it's 26 games. Massive defeat for Liverpool. Again, I can only say thank God that Arsenal are such shitbags and decided not to put out the best 11 against Everton yesterday, because we could have been 9 points ahead. It would have been a really big problem for Liverpool, especially given the fact that we've got to play Chelsea, we've got to go to Brighton, we've got to play Arsenal, we've got to play Spurs. Liverpool have got a tough fixture list to end the season, and Arsenal not so much. So, you know, Liverpool absolutely have got away with one there. And look, but we're not talking about that now. We're not talking about that now. I'm moving on from Liverpool. I'm now fully on board the Team City Express. Come on, Manchester City. Save my weekend. Save my weekend. We need to see a Manchester United big defeat here. That's what I'm shooting. That's what I'm hoping for. I want Manchester United to get stuffed. Good and proper. Come on, City. Kane, I'm thinking you would love Bruno in your team. You're thinking wrong, sunshine. You're thinking wrong. Bruno Fernandes wouldn't get in that Liverpool team. No chance. Not a chance. Right. So, just a quick look back at some of the other games that we've had going on today. Sociedad winning away at Las Palmas 3-1. Fulham beating Liverpool. Partizan beating Radnicki. Yeah, no, none of them. We're not interested in them. Atletico Madrid have pulled one back against Sevilla. So it's 1-1 in La Liga right now as we speak. Strasbourg have just gone 1-0 up against Reims in Ligue 1. Later today we've got Atalanta against Lazio. Olympiacos against PAOK Salonika. AEK Athens against Panathinaikos. Couple of big games in the Greek league if you're following it. Marseille Toulouse. AS Roma against Juventus. Big game in Italy. Obviously Portugal as well. Benfica against Porto. Massive game in Portugal. Really interesting one in La Liga tonight. Villarreal against Bilbao. That's going to be a good game to watch. Both sides in and around those Champions League positions again. So big game in the Champions League race in La Liga. So we'll keep an eye on all of those as we go along tonight, as we go along in this game. And yeah, let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're thinking for this one. I have to say, I am fancying a City win. Just looking at that City lineup, Foden, Silva, De Bruyne behind Marmoush. It's brilliant. That's perfect. Kovacic and Gundogan sitting. Nunes, Diaz, Guardiola, O'Reilly. No problem with O'Reilly at left back. The only area of concern for City, I would say, is whether Gundogan's got the legs and that right back slot for City. Other than that, yeah, I have no problem at all. I think maybe Gonzalez, I'd have probably put in that City midfield. But otherwise, no, I think it's a good City side. I'm looking forward to it. I think they've probably got United on toast here. And I do. I think City will show up today. I think this is going to be maybe not a comfortable City win, but No, actually, yeah. A comfortable City win. That's what I'm going for. And if you don't agree, then leg it. It's a comfortable City win. That's what we're saying. Calendar Red 2-2 draw this. 5-2 Grinder King. He could be water boy for the ladies team. Yeah, Fernandes is getting nowhere near that Liverpool team. Just like Salah is water boy for Fulham. Oh, you're so bitter, Kane. You're so bitter. Salah's always shit after Ramadan. Luckily, he makes up for it in the first half of the season. Yeah, I didn't think of that, you know. Didn't think of that. You could be right there, you know. You could be right there, my mate. I didn't even think about Ramadan and how that might have played a part in Salah's recent performances. But I don't even think it's Ramadan that's... I guess it's the whole team that's affected. The whole team has been shocking. But anyway, listen, we're back, we're live, we're ready for this one. It's just about to kick off. Bruno Fernandes about to kick off for Manchester United. And there we go, we're off, we're underway in the Manchester derby. Come on, City. Come on, City. I feel dirty saying that. Tell you what, the one thing that I would say about these games is there's usually a fast start. There wasn't at the Etihad, but there's often a fast start. Oh Christ, United are in behind here already. Free kick. Free kick and a yellow card. 43 seconds in, Jesus Christ. Garnacho was in behind the City defence there, one-on-one. Is it a free kick? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a free kick. They'll claim a penalty, but it's a free kick. There's no way that's inside the area. Do you know what he kicks him? He kicks Diaz. That's not even a free kick. I mean, he'll take the yellow card all day, but it's not even a free kick, that. He just kicks... Garnacho just kicks the back of Diaz's leg. It's a free kick to Manchester United, right on the edge of the area here. Literally right on the edge of the area. Casemiro's got the ball in his hand for some reason. I don't think it's anyone other than Bruno Fernandes. I don't know why Casemiro picked the ball up. Bruno Fernandes is going to take this. City are going to have to get the wall right. We're a minute 38, 39, 40 seconds in. We're all synced up on the clock. Bruno Fernandes with a chance to put Manchester United ahead barely 2 minutes in to this game. The roar around Old Trafford if this goes in. Come on, keep them out, City. Keep them out. Keep them out. He's not bad at free kicks, is he, Bruno Fernandes? Here we go. Steps up. Ah, it's blocked. And it's away. Quite easily. It's a corner. Corner to Manchester United. No joke, United pen. Don't be winding me up with stuff like that, you. Don't be winding me up. It's not a United pen. I thought it was, mate. It was so close. I know. How much do we think that City will miss Haaland in this one? Something tells me that we'll get an awful lot of opportunities down, funnily enough, that right side where United's chance has just come from. I think we'll see probably quite a lot of chances coming down there, but yeah, there's still a good chunk of City squad there that are very experienced, that know how to play in these games, they'll be looking for revenge after the defeat at the Etihad. But come on, City. KDB. Thanks for the likes. Appreciate it. Hi Prem Dad, how do you think Foden's played this season? Foden's been a little bit hit and miss, hasn't he? Let's be straight. I don't like him playing off that left-hand side for City. I don't think he's a wide player, full stop. I've got to level with you. I really don't. I think, personally, I think we need a bit more of a natural wide player. Certainly for England. I mean, for City, I think it's probably fair to say that they don't thrive when they've got Foden wide. He's much, much better centrally. That's good play by City. Here's De Bruyne. Plays it out wide. They need to have some sort of width, I think, to stretch the pitch. That's where they get the best out of De Bruyne. So Doku needs to be out there. I don't think Grealish is good at that left. I think Grealish probably leaves City this summer. Where to is maybe another question. Could he go back to Villa, do we think? Would Villa want him? Would Aston Villa take Jack Grealish back, do we think? If they offered him, maybe 20, 30 million quid, going back on a... He's still quite young, isn't he? But they've got Rashford on that side now. Jacob Ramsey can play on that side. I don't think they need Jack Grealish, do they? And yeah, I think there probably is a part of Jack Grealish that would think, I want to go and play somewhere else. I want to go and start regularly. Because his career hasn't been... I know at City he won the treble and he's won things, but is that all you aspire to as a player? As Jack Grealish went there as this £100 million player to be someone that was transformative for Manchester City. I don't think he has been, has he? He's not barely got an assist or a goal in God knows how long. So his career's kind of dipped. His personal profile has dipped. While at the same time, Manchester City have soared. So... Here's City breaking forward. Big chance for City on the counter. That's a corner. Offside. No. Good play by Dorgu. He was offside anyway. Yeah, he was offside anyway. Pretty poor, to be honest, from City. Oh, City pushing high. They're really pressing United in these opening 10 minutes. They are. They're really pushing United. Oh, Onana. Oh, Onana very, very nearly caused United to go behind there. It takes so long when the ball came back to him. City were nearly right on top of him, and all he needed to do, if he lets that ball go half a second later, literally a fraction of a second later, that's a goal to City. That would have been embarrassing. I mean, it probably would have still been not in the top 5 most embarrassing goals that Onana has conceded at Manchester United. He's had an absolutely shocking start to his United career. Here's Nunes. Out wide. City pressing. Bernardo Silva with the shot. It's one. Oh, unlucky. It was Foden. It wasn't Bernardo Silva. It was Foden on that right-hand side. And he did really well. He cuts inside, leaves Dorgu for dead. It's a good shot. And I thought that just crept in at the near post. Oh, do you know what? And I don't think Onana had that covered. Unlucky from Foden. Very unlucky. First kind of half chance, I guess, of the game, that. I mean, I know Garnacho shoots, races clear in the first 2 minutes, but, it didn't end up in a shot on goal. So that's probably the first real chance, first shot on goal that we've had in the game. 10 minutes in. Manchester United breaking now on the counter. Not an awful lot of space in the final third for either team. You can see that both teams are kind of dropping quite deep. City maybe not pressing as aggressively as I would have expected them to. I mean, it's De Bruyne funnily leading City's press. United have given it away here on the counter. Foden, that should be a foul. City win it back. Is that a foul? Man United, they're not giving it. Oh, they've given it away again. Manchester United are playing. It's catastrophic at the back from Manchester United, giving it away so easily. And they can't keep doing that against Manchester City. Eventually, they will lose, and they've just passed it straight out of play. It's poor from United. Phil Foden's down for City. He did get a clatter in there, but Manchester United just giving the ball away probably 3 times in quick succession. Very, very quick. Losing the ball, not quite getting back, not quite recovering. And it was it Maguire? Yeah, Maguire gives it away. And then I think it's Agate who, it's twice. It's Maguire twice. Phil Foden got absolutely smashed. I don't know who it was off, but he got absolutely battered there, and he's still on the floor. It was Casemiro who came sliding through him. Bernardo Silva's just having a little chuckle with Casemiro. Paul Tierney had a look. Apparently Savinho's going out to warm up now already, because there might be an outside chance that Phil Foden has to come off here with an injury. Doku too is going getting warmed up. Foden's limping here. It's not looking good for him. Really not looking good for him. Hopefully he'll be alright. Hopefully he'll be alright. Bernardo Silva lumps it forward. Foden's still off the pitch as it stands. Onana sends it wide. He is signalling he wants to come back on. So I imagine they're going to give him another 10-15 minutes, see how he gets on, see if he can run this off. But Foden's coming back on. Foden is coming back on for Manchester United. Oh my God. There's somebody on Super 6 who has backed every single game right, and they've got Manchester United to win this 2-1. And they're up for, what, 250,000, or is it £1 million? I'm not entirely sure what the prize money is at this moment in time. It might be £1 million. It was £1 million certainly earlier in the season, but it's flitted between that and 250k. But potentially someone is on for £1 million payout here if Man United win this 2-1. I can't see there being 3 goals in this. I think it's going to be a fairly low-scoring game, actually. Does anyone think it's going to be a fairly low... I mean, I can't see there being loads of goals in this. You know, no Haaland. Manchester United can't score for toffee. United are going to defend incredibly deep, as we've seen already, and pack the midfield. And they're going to limit City's chances. City have, already started having shots from outside the box. So they'll test Onana, and that'll be how they do it. Here's Marmoush with a chance. Ball over the top, and there was an opportunity there. Maguire just blocking Marmoush. It's a corner to City. FM No Casuals, 1-0 either way for me, not 3. Yeah, I think 1-0 either way is probably the way I'd go. Maybe 2 at a push. But it's all City. Since that opening kind of Garnacho flying forward, since that, it's been all City. City have had all the ball. City have had a couple of chances. Corner to City now. De Bruyne is about to whip this ball in. Right in front of the Stretford end. Kevin De Bruyne. Can he put it on Diaz's head? It's a poor ball in. Oh, there's a claim there. There's a claim there, maybe for the handball. City have put their arms up. There's quite a few City players put their arms up there. I don't think they're going to get anything, mind, but there was a claim for the handball. They will have a look at it, I'm sure. Yeah, VAR's had a look at it. No handball. What a surprise. Manchester United, no handball. Where do we think KDB goes at the end of the season? I don't know, Where do we think KDB goes at the end of the season? I mean, again, I would expect that there'll be offers from Saudi, there'll be offers from the MLS. But I'd like to think KDB backs himself to stick around somewhere, and then, I think De Bruyne could go to Barcelona. I do. I think De Bruyne could go to Barca and do what Lewandowski's doing. I think he could go to Bayern. I think he could go to any number of top European sides still, and I mean, it's whether or not he fancies it. It's whether or not he fancies it, a little, change of scenery. It's a good ball in. United clear it away. Yeah, whether or not he fancies a change of scenery, or whether or not he fancies, just picking up a big wage packet, going to Saudi, going to the MLS. Because he could do, couldn't he? But he can just unlock a defence. He's so good, Kevin De Bruyne. Doesn't matter whether he's got the legs anymore. He doesn't necessarily need him. Get someone else to do his running for him. I was about to say Barca. Yeah, get someone else to do his running for him. He's a fantastic player. Don't need legs around. Just get legs around him and get him to do the opening. Open a can of beans with his foot. De Bruyne, chance. Shot on target. Another shot on target. Onana saved it. Manchester United knocking it long here. Here's Garnacho. Driving at the Man City fullback. Dorgu. Oh, he walks it out. That's really good defending. Really good defending by Matheus Nunes, the guy who apparently can't defend, who Manchester United are going to target. There you go. It's hooked up the pitch. Foden, great touch. Here's De Bruyne driving forward. Sent. Oh, Manchester United cut it out. And here's Dorgu. Back to Lenny Yoro. Maguire. Switch to Delo. Casemiro. Nah, listen. United aren't... Rangers fan 123. United scored. Listen, you're absolutely wrong, Rangers fan. Or you're lying, or you're trolling. And I'm guessing it's the latter. Why are they putting the ball? Why are they putting their hands up like it's a penalty? It's nowhere near a penalty. Nowhere near. Like they're going to delay the restart here because there's a check. There's a check on a potential penalty. That's not a penalty. That's not a penalty. Nowhere near a penalty. Why lie, man? Why are you lying for? It's just silly. I don't know why people do it. I don't know why people lie. I know obviously I'm 30 seconds or so behind, but it's like the least original gag in the world. United have scored. They've not though, have they? Rangers goal. There's a lie. Yeah, Rangers aren't scoring many at the minute. Not with old Baz Ferguson in charge. Need to get Stevie G back at Ibrox. Here's KDB. Oh, that's really good play by United to get the ball out here. It's not a foul. He's give it away. He's give it away. And City now can counter. De Bruyne must hit it. Oh, chance here. Maguire comes across. I think De Bruyne should have hit that. Maguire should have... Oh. Maguire's having a real go at the linesman there. Come on, City. Step it up. Step it up. Had some decent wins already today. FM No Casuals. We've had some decent bets come out. That, you know, some surprise wins, I guess. I know we talked about odd leagues to bet on. But I did bet on the Serbian league this morning and got a win. Partizan Belgrade were 2-1, more than 2-1 actually, to win away, and they did, flying. United, here we go. Garnacho down the right hand side, ball across, must be. Oh, Dorgu should have scored up the Karabag. Yeah, got Karabag on as well. I've got Karabag on. I am losing one at the minute in the Slovenian league. I've got Celje to beat Bravo, NK Bravo, away from home. And Bravo have just gone 1-0 up. Up the Karabakh, that's a great phrase. Who else have I back today? Bosnia. Zrinski Mostar. I've got Zrinski Mostar to beat Borac Banja Luka. First against second in the Bosnian League. Never say I don't know me football. I mean, I don't know me football because I frequently get bets wrong every single day. Oh, that's a great ball. Chance down the left-hand side. Oh, he had to win that one. Lenny Yoro, that's a foul, sir. That's a foul. Oh, give it United's way. I didn't give him anything. I've got just over 1.5 in that. Nice. Yeah, there's some of them Eastern European leagues you just can't bet. Like Dynamo Zagreb got beat 3-0 yesterday by Istra. Who'd have seen that coming? And look, do you know? I know it's. I shouldn't say it because I'm not a United fan. I hate Man United. I despise everything about the club. But that's a cracking jumper that Ruben Amorim's got. If I was a United fan, I would be. That hoodie is an absolute cert. It's great, that. They're shocking this season. Yeah, they have a rough time of it this season, haven't they? I did back. I don't know how they've got on, but I backed Rijeka. Is it Rijeka away to? Who were they away to? It might have been Sibenek in the Croatian league. Up the Maribor. Oh yeah, Maribor have got, is it Domzale today? Yeah, I've got that as well. Kovacic, out to Nunes. Tend to stay away from the Dutch league. That's the one to avoid at the minute. There's plenty of odd results being thrown up in the Dutch league. I've got Sporting tomorrow against Braga. I've got Benfica or draw tonight against Porto. They're alright. Usually the Portuguese leagues you can tend to predict quite well. Not too many surprise results, although Porto have been pretty bad for them this season. United here, great opportunity on the counter-attack. It's gone out wide to Dorgu. Skies it. Silly. Ajax and Fenerbahce for 65. Going to take a break after that, though. Yeah, I think that's wise. Fenerbahce I've got. I had Salzburg as well this morning. Liverpool knocked me down, though, on loads. I had about 4 or 5 hackers running. And Liverpool knocked me down on, I think, all but one. So, I won a little bit on the National yesterday, so I've put that back on for the rest of today's games, the rest of this weekend, and this week's. Because there's championship games coming up in midweek. So, Sunderland's a good one to back away to Norwich in midweek. Burnley away to Derby. Coventry have got Portsmouth at home. I was going to back Sheffield United at home to Millwall, but I feel like since that Oxford defeat, I can't touch Sheffield United. They've let me down now. So I'm not touching Sheffield United. And in the Champions League, I've just gone to qualify. I've stayed away from the individual games. In the Champions League, I've just gone PSG to qualify. I've gone Lazio to qualify in the Europa. Bilbao to qualify in the Europa. Here we go. United have got an overload if they get it right. Bruno Fernandes stands it up to the back stick. Chance. Miles wide. Caleb, United are all over City. I'm not sure they're all over him. It's been a bit of an even game. The opening 28, again, it's been pretty tight, hasn't it? It's not really been an awful lot doing for either team. No clear chances in the game. Mate, they've lost to Trabzonspor last 3 games, 3-2. Fenerbahce are an odd one, aren't they? They are an odd one. And Trabzonspor, I think, cost me money earlier this season. Did they beat Besiktas? That's another one I've got today as well. Besiktas. I've got Besiktas to win away at Kasımpaşa, which is silly because Besiktas let me down in the Turkish Cup. They got beat against, was it Göztepe? Played Göztepe in the Turkish Cup, got beat. And it's Kasımpaşa they're playing today. Yeah, quite even and boring, I agree. Quite even and boring. I don't know why my chat, we had, what was it, best part of 200 people in for the Liverpool and Fulham game. Got 5 people in. 5 people in the TikTok. I don't know how many I've got on YouTube. YouTube's quite busy. We've got 27 on YouTube, which is, I know it's not massive, but quite much bigger than TikTok, which is an odd one. We had a couple of hundred in for the Liverpool Fulham game. 5 in so far in this one. So maybe all of my watchers are Manchester United fans. That's all I can assume from that. Everyone who watches me is a Man United fan. No idea. But hey, I guess we'll see. Oh, cheers for sharing the live, man. Yeah, let's see if we can, if anyone can share it, that makes a massive difference. My camera gone funny? I'm not blurry, am I? No. Thought I was blurry. Yeah, my camera's knackered. Hang on a minute. I need to turn my camera. My camera's all of a sudden gone goose. I don't know why. But I don't like it. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. A little bit better. Not massively, but a little bit better. Onana flapping at corners. Onana flapping at corners. What a shocker. What a surprise. City have got the ball here. Thrown into the box. Marmoush. Belted away by Dalot. Edward, I'm just doing a bit of cleaning. Got you in the game on, so please keep talking as you're a podcast. Thanks, mate. All right, yeah, I'll keep us going. To be honest, Edward, I think there's only really me, you, and FM No Casuals in here chilling. Everyone else has buggered off. Don't know what's going on today. It's dead for one of the biggest games of the season. Just shows that Liverpool are box office. Manchester United and Man City, maybe not so much. Nobody cares about Manchester United and Man City. But yeah, we had loads in, hundreds in, nearly 1,000 in actually. We had 11,000 just on TikTok for the Liverpool Fulham game. Not a bean in this one. Come on, City, step it up. You need a goal to change this game. That's all I can say. There's been no action at all in this game. It's been dull. Really, really dull. It's been dire. And a goal changes games, always. Goal changes games. So, if we get a nice goal before half-time, we might end up with a bit more action in the second half. But as it stands, this is going to be a dire 0-0. It's going to be a dour, dull 0-0. And after that 3-2 Liverpool v Fulham, you'd have to say, that's awful. That's so poor. Maybe it's just two poor sides. Maybe that's just what we're watching here. Two very poor sides trying to contest a game. There's been no flashes of, fighting or no. This isn't a derby. This has been really poor for a derby, hasn't it? Like, there's been no energy, no, big 50-50 tackles or anything like that. It's been dull. A Dolby. The Manchester Dolby. That's what it is. Boring, dull. No chances on goal. Absolutely horrendous. I mean, I've got to say, the Liverpool v Everton game wasn't much better. But at least we had a couple of flashpoints in that. At least there was, the Tarkovsky tackle. There was an offside goal. There was Beto hitting the post. Couple of little things to talk about. Nothing in this one. It's been garbage. City are pushing. Manchester United have got 11 men behind the ball. There's not enough space between the lines. So City are constantly trying to do that little ball over the top, trying to get it in over behind Maguire, but in between Onana. Tell you what would be a good bet for this game, because City keep trying that pass. It might be worth betting on a last, because if De Bruyne gets that pass right, bet on either a Maguire red or, well, just a red card for Manchester United. A red card for Manchester United. Because they keep trying that. They keep going for that long ball. Because there's no space at all between Maguire and Agate, or Agate and Højlund. It's all really, really narrow. The only real gap on the pitch is between Maguire and Onana. So they're waiting for Marmoush to make that run and then dinking it over the top. And when that happens, Onana's rushing out, Maguire's chasing back, and it'll take either Maguire dragging Marmoush down or Onana clearing him out. I think you could have a red card or a penalty in this for City. Calling it now. If that happens, I am basically a genius. But I don't think it will. But it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Because that is all City are doing. Pass, 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 pass. Gets to the edge of the area, and then there's a little dink every 5 minutes or so. City just knocking it in, that little gap between Onana and Maguire. And United have marshalled it quite well. They've defended quite well. City are just either over-hitting that pass or under-hitting it as it stands. A couple of times Marmoush maybe hasn't timed his run well enough. I can't wait to see what the United fan channels make of this. I mean, again, they'll probably just look at it and go, well, we're not bothered. We've got a big game against Lyon in midweek. We've took 2 more points off, and we've took 4 points off City this season, if it finishes like this. We've took 4 points off City this season. It might stop them making the Champions League. They might get relegated at the end of the season. We go on to Europe. We're still in Europe, they're not. So United will be fine with a draw. Suits United down to the ground, a draw. Maybe that's why Amarim's set up like this. He's not taking any chances. He doesn't need to throw everything at it. That might be my thumbnail for this game. Yawning. It's been really bad, hasn't it? Really, really bad. 45 minutes in a Manchester derby. Not a bean. Sevilla 1, Atletico Madrid 2. That's good. That's what we needed. Madrid to get the winner. That Liverpool defeat has killed me today. Right, that's better play. That's much, much better by City. They've just livened it up a little bit. Shot from distance. Oh, just wide from Gundogan. Literally just wide. That's the first proper chance on goal. 39 minutes in. And it was comfortably wide. I mean, Onana probably had it sewn up, but it did just open up for Gundogan though. It did just give him an opportunity, and he didn't need much of an invitation. He went for it, and yeah, Manchester United's still no real chances on their goal. No real chances for them either in the opposite end. So here's Dorgu. Switch to the other side. That's a great ball. Dalot, Fernandes, shot. Good save by Ederson. Casemiro with the shot from distance this time. Great ball over to the far side. Nico O'Reilly. Into Gundogan. Mateus Nunes. Right, let me just catch up with the chat on YouTube. I've not even seen the chat on YouTube. Apologies. Hi, mate. Do you think United go through in the Europa League? That's a good question, you know. I don't know, because I think Lyon are doing really well in Ligue 1, and they have just picked up some form. And with Nuama and Cherki, and, you know, I mean, they've got Matic in midfield. Is an odd one, given I would have thought Matic would have retired a long time ago. I think Lyon can cause United some problems. It's certainly not going to be cut and dry. United are not the team that I think the fans probably think United are better than they actually are. And yeah, I expect personally that it's going to be a tough tie. I can't say whether or not United go through or not, but pretty much every other game I can. You know, Lazio play. Is it Lazio got Bodo Glimt? I think Lazio walk it. Lazio absolutely walk it through. Bilbao have got Rangers again. I think Bilbao absolutely stroll through. Spurs against Eintracht Frankfurt. Frankfurt are doing all right. They didn't do very well yesterday against Werder Bremen, but Eintracht Frankfurt have got ability to beat Spurs. De Bruyne flying forward, unlucky. Just gets his final pass wrong, which again is rare for De Bruyne. Spurs against Eintracht Frankfurt I think is going to be an interesting one. I think equally Lyon against Manchester United is going to be an interesting one. Old man's league. Dante still plays at 41 years of age. Yeah, it's gone a bit weird, hasn't it, Ligue 1? But I do think Lyon can cause United some problems. I say, you know, Mkhitaryan is still in there as well, isn't he? They've got some players that can hurt United. They have got some players that can hurt United, and I'm not entirely sure United have got the players that can hurt Lyon. That's the real question. Foul from Bernardo Silva. Casemiro. Oh, it was Fernandes who got brought down. But yeah, Eintracht Frankfurt and Spurs is going to be a very, very interesting. Is that at Spurs first? It's the first leg at Spurs. It is, isn't it? I think the first leg for Lyon is away, and the second leg's at Old Trafford. And the first leg is at... Am I right in saying the first leg is at Spurs, second leg is in Germany? Yeah, that could be a tough one. Oh, Ben Rama, yeah, I didn't think about him. Yeah, think about that. Ben Rama on one side, Nuama on the other, Mikatadze and Cherky just kind of floating around as well. They're all right, Lyon. They are all right. There's some decent players in that Lyon squad. Maitland-Niles as well. I forgot about him. Maitland-Niles still plays for Lyon. And they've got Tolisso. Tolisso's another player who many have real... Lacazette as well. Honestly, I think Lyon go through. I'm changing my mind very rapidly as there's some players in there. I know Lacazette's getting on a little bit, but I think there's players there that can hurt United. There really are. Some good players who I think could have futures in the Premier League. Mikatadze being one. I love Mikatadze. I think even Fofana, Malik Fofana's another one. Ernest Nuama, he's been linked with Everton quite a bit over the years. Ryan Cherky, he's been linked with Liverpool. Yeah, number of players there I think could potentially hurt United. Is that 2 minutes of added time? Yeah. 2 minutes of added time for City and United for us to endure. Oh. There you go. Casemiro telling Dalot to take his time in the 47th minute. Tells you everything. United have set up for a point here. United have set up for a point, and I don't think City are going to break them down. There's just no ambition being shown by Manchester United at all here. They've already beat City once this season at the Etihad, so they're just looking at it and going, well, yeah. 4 points, that's enough. We're good with 4. There you go, half time. What a horrific half of football that was. What a horrific half of football. Manchester United 0, City 0. Caleb, United are dominating City. What game are you watching, Caleb? It ain't this one. It is not this one. There's no way you're telling me that these are dominating City. Equally, I don't think City are dominating United. The pair of them are playing crap. Awful. Absolutely awful. Oh, I can't wait for this game to be over. For another 45 minutes, we've got to watch this shite. One shot on target for each side. In fact, and we know which those shots on target were as well. They were both like straight at the keeper. They weren't even proper shots on target. Caleb, we've had better opportunities. And which ones? Which opportunities? Which opportunities have United had? You've both had one shot on target, and none of the chances that either side have been good chances. They've been at best half chances. City have flashed 2 wide of the post. I would argue City have probably come closer to scoring than United. The second half will be better. It has to be. Can't be worse than the first. It's impossible for it to be worse than the first. Let's take some questions. We actually got a few questions in the YouTube. I don't know about on TikTok. Doesn't seem to be anything going on TikTok. The Agate Casemiro Dorgu. What about him? Right, Champions League midweek. Do we think Villa could surprise PSG? No. No, I don't. I don't think Villa can surprise PSG. Villa are playing really well. I think that they probably benefited a little bit from Forest not being so strong defensively yesterday. They missed Aina on that right-hand side. I think PSG's fullbacks are one of the strongest areas for them. They're really, really good. And, yeah, I don't think that Villa get much change out of PSG. I think they're such a good side. The opportunities. They're not opportunities, Caleb. They're not opportunities. Dorgu skied a shot. It wasn't even a shot. It should have been a cross. He was. That wasn't a shot. I mean, I would hate to see. In fact, let's have a look. Let's have a look at what the XG says. Again, I don't put too much stock in XG, but I don't have any idea what. I can't sit here and say that it would be comfortably one way or another in this game. Stats. What? 62% possession for Man City. 4 shots each. 1 each on target. 1 corner for Man United. 2 corners for Manchester City. XG for Man United. XG on target, sorry. 0.02. XG on target for City. 0.02. Touches in the opposition box. 14 for Man United, 10 for City. Passes in the final third. 70% City, 71% United. Per of them, honestly, the per of the teams have been absolutely shocking. They've been shocking. Kane, United have been better. You don't believe that. The two of them, honestly, United have not been good. City have not been good. It's been dreadful to watch. City have come here hoping to get a win, but really struggling to break that United defence down. United are just sitting deep and they're quite happy to accept a draw. I think that's what we're going to see here. I think it's almost certainly going to be a draw. Kuram, I fell asleep. Well, I'm glad it's not just me then. I'm glad it's not just me. Hey, and by the way, I was saying to everyone before, look how many people are in the TikTok. In the TikTok chat. We had hundreds in before for the Liverpool game, and all this proves is either all of my followers are Man United fans, or Liverpool are just box office. Liverpool are box office, Man United are not anymore. No one cares. I did tell you this yesterday, it'll be a flat game. Yeah, no kidding. Caleb's just said it'll be a better second half than it will be in the first, but I can't see it being any worse. I mean, even Paul Scholes in the studio has just said, I'm nearly falling asleep here. It's dreadful. It's absolutely dreadful. It's box office when you guys lose. Good one. Yeah, good one. Oh, well. We've only got another 45 minutes to go. Another 45 minutes to go, and then we can focus on Monday night football. We've got Leicester City against Newcastle tomorrow. A big, big game in the race for the Champions League. Leicester City, you'd have to say, are almost certainly down. Will Newcastle give them the 15th defeat in 16 games? How bad's that, by the way? 16 games, Leicester have played, they've got 1 win. Under Ruud van Nistelrooy, that's dreadful. 15 defeats in 16 games, that'd be. Kuram, have you had a break, lad? I haven't had a break, no. I've been here since whenever Liverpool kicked off, 2 o'clock. Well, 1:30. So, I've been here for 4 hours so far, and we've got another 45 to go. It's not quite as bad as yesterday, because yesterday I was here from 12:30 or 12:15 for the Everton-Arsenal game. Did the 3 o'clock, then did the 5:30. So I was here from kind of 12 o'clock till about 8 o'clock last night. It was a long day. Get some air, you need the sunshine. Yeah, no kidding. No, we'll wait until full time. We'll wait until full time. I'll take the dog for a walk. I'll go out on a little stroll. It might still be just a little bit sunny then. Catch the rest of me Sunday afternoon. I was hoping for a big United win just to put me on and I could feel better. It's been a poor game. It's been such a poor game. Ooh. Manchester United, the entertainers. We've got Chelsea as well in the Conference League this week. I'm not going to be watching that. What's the lineup looking like this week in terms of fixtures? So we've got, if I'm right in saying, so when Tuesday night is Arsenal, isn't it? Right, so Tuesday night we've got Arsenal, Real Madrid. Hang on. Monday, Leicester City, Newcastle. Bang. Tuesday night, Arsenal, Real Madrid. Wednesday night, PSG, Villa. Thursday night. Thursday night, what should we do? I think we have to do Leon United, don't we? Yeah, we should do Leon United. I think we will do Bodo Glimt and Lazio, though, in the 5:45. I am tempted to do that. So, yeah, I'm going to do Bodo Glimt and Lazio in the 5:45 Europa League. Oh, no, we'll do Chelsea. We'll do Chelsea. There you go. Legia Warsaw against Chelsea in the Europa Conference League, 5:45. We'll do that game. And then we'll do Lyon v United at 8 o'clock. We'll keep an eye on Rangers Bilbao and we'll keep an eye on Tottenham Frankfurt. And we'll see how those games get on. And then Friday night, what games have we got on Friday night? Not really anything on Friday, is there? Burnley and Norwich? Yeah. And then next week, it's another 3 games. So what we'll do next week is we'll do City Palace in the early game, 12:30. Then Forest Everton in the 3 o'clock. And then Arsenal Brentford at 5:30. Calm Brentford. And who's on Sunday next week? There you go. Sunday next week, Liverpool West Ham, 2 o'clock. And then Newcastle against Man United at 4:30. So we've got loads going on next week. Loads going on. Big week of football. Friday is the only day that I'm not going to be streaming. Between now and next Monday. Absolutely loads going on. Kieran rattled. I am rattled. I'm rattled that there's no goals or action in this. It's fuming. It's infuriating. Edward, can you stream the Porto game? The Porto game tonight? I was going to, actually. Yeah, I might do that. What time is it? Porto. It's a late one, isn't it, Porto? 8:30. Be 9:15, 9:30. It'd be 10:15. Yeah. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I'll see. I'll see how I feel. I'm not planning to. But I'll see how I am later on tonight. I was interested, actually, in watching the Villarreal Bilbao game. Or even the Roma Juventus game. There's quite a few big games on tonight. Some really good ones. I mean, even Panathinaikos AEK Athens. There's a game just about to kick off now in Greece. PAOK Salonika against Olympiakos. That's going to be big in the Championship group at the top of the Greek league. So yeah, we'll see. We shall see. I'm happy to do some streaming, but this has been a bit of a waste of time. This live, everyone's bored. Ice cool Cole Palmer. Who do we think's coming up from the Championship, by the way? Let's have a little look at the Championship. I want to have a look and see which teams do we think might make it into the Prem next season. Because there's quite a few now that... Hang on, let's go to today. There's quite a few teams in and around the Championship. Right, so you've got Burnley top on 84. Sheffield United second on 83. Leeds third on 82. And then Sunderland fourth on 75. Now, dare I say, if Sunderland start to pick up a bit of form, Sunderland have got a decent end to the season. If they can beat Norwich on... I don't know when they play, but Sunderland basically, if Sunderland can get a big win this weekend, they could close that gap. I don't think the potential's for the automatic. But if it's 2 from Burnley, Sheffield United and Leeds, I think we'd ideally all want Burnley and Leeds back up, wouldn't we? And then maybe Sunderland, maybe Coventry, maybe Bristol City. Definitely not Borough. We don't want Borough back in the Premier League. Borough are a horrendous club. Definitely not Borough. FM No Casuals, a flat game in the Premier League, no way. Yeah, tell me about it. This is a labour of love at the minute, doing live streaming on Premier League games. All of a sudden, all the fun has been sucked out of Premier League games. Feels like we're just talking about life on a lot of these streams. Having a chinwag about things that's bothering us about life. And then there's football going on in the background. But that's fine. We can do that. We can chat about all sorts of things. So let's do a bit of agony uncle stuff. If there's anything that's bothering you in the chat, pop it in, and we'll throw it out to the group. See if anyone's got any opinions on it. I'll certainly help as best I can. You have to wear lots of different hats when you run your own business. And you've got employees working underneath you. You always tend to have people coming in with problems and relationships breaking down and houses flooding. Oh, you have to be all manner of things. You have to be a boss. You have to be a counsellor, therapist. Yellow card there. First 30 seconds of the second half. Bernardo Silva dragging down Garnacho. Yellow card to City. We're off and underway again, by the way, if nobody had clocked. Fenerbahce offensive threat in this game. What, is it good or not good? They just don't seem to be the same team, Fenerbahce. Um, oh, PAOK 1, Olympiacos 0. That's a bad start for me. I had Olympiacos or draw. I mean, they're only 5 minutes in. So in theory, it could get worse. Yeah, Fenerbahce really need to get the win to close the gap on Galatasaray at the top, don't they? And City need to up their game to keep me awake. I'm falling asleep here. Man United down the right-hand side, put it in, Ederson claims it, and away they come. Worrying. Yeah, no doubt, mate. Absolutely. Please, dear God, let there be some sort of action in the second half. Right, here we go. That's the pitch has opened up a little bit there. Gundogan driving forward. Out wide to Nico O'Reilly. Inside to Marmoush. Gundogan's in. Must be 1-0. Oh, that's a penalty, sir. That's a penalty. What? He's give a goal kick. Is it not? Is it not a penalty? Oh my God, Phil Foden, you absolute mongoose. Oh. Honestly, he was like a giraffe on ice then. Just a stupid piece of play by Phil Foden. It's poor, really poor. Edward, what's your thoughts on people who don't buy the actual kits and buy the cheap ones off websites? No thoughts at all on it, mate. Or whatever works for you. People want to buy cheap kits, cheap turkey jobs, turkey kits, whatever. Go for it. Yeah, whatever works for you. I mean, it doesn't. I've not. The kits behind me are all super tip top and genuine, but I have bought fake clobber when I've gone Turkey before. When we went Marmaris a few years ago, I think I emptied the case because it was good stuff. I mean, it wasn't like, don't get me wrong, I didn't come back in like Gucci because that's obviously blag. But there was some nice t-shirts and shorts and stuff, and I bought my dad this pair of trainers that he wanted. He was mad on these pair of trainers, and I was like, "Oh, go on, yeah, let's get some trainers." I thought trainers might be a bit dodge. Not in how they looked, just that they probably wouldn't last very long. And when we got them back over here, they kind of wore and fell apart within, I don't know, maybe 6 months. But for the price of it, you can't whack it. I don't do it either. Spend like £200 on a tracksuit and whatnot. Listen, if you've got the cash, spend it. But, people buy blag perfume, blag shoes, blag clothes, whatever, I have no problem with it. Don't think less of people that do it. Again, as you get older, I can't speak for everyone, but as you get older, this hasn't maybe happened to everyone. There's some people who have midlife crisis and all sorts, but I've never been one for designer gear, walking around. It's just, to me, it seems it's nice to have nice things. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't say that, but when you're walking around dripping in Versace and all sorts, a little bit of me is just I don't know why you need that much to spend that much on a brand you've no affinity with, but someone else tells you that it's a big deal, so therefore you'll spend hundreds of pounds trying to accumulate it. Whatever makes you happy in life, But yeah, it doesn't necessarily impress me. That's not what I'm looking for in a person. I don't look at a person and think, "Ooh, they're doing well because they've got loads of designer gear." Like you say, half the time it's cheetah mill or turkey. And by the way, I mean, look, again, it's not a flex, it's not a brag, but I've run a business. I've done all right, in life. I'd like to think anyway. I've been all around the world. I've achieved the things that I want to achieve in life. And the richest people I have ever met, whenever I've met millionaires, I don't know if this is true for you, if you've met these people in your life, but whenever I've met people who are really rich, and I mean really, really rich, they all look scruffy as anything. They all, like, to a man, every single one of them that has got real money, real dough, they all fly around in, like, polo shirts. Just simple polo shirts. Usually, like, not really a label on it, or maybe Ralph Lauren or something like that. Nothing really ostentatious in a lot of cases. They might have a nice car, maybe a nice watch, but generally speaking, the clothes, they don't spend a fortune on. I just spent 900 quid on LV shoes. Jesus Christ. I'll make some Premier League dad shoes for you. I'll charge you for them if you're paying 900 quid on shoes. Jesus, Edwin. Have you got... I couldn't do it. I mean, again, whatever makes you happy in life, but if I had 900 quid and I spent it on a pair of shoes, even if I was a millionaire, I promise, even if I was an absolute millionaire, there's no way I would ever spend 900 quid on a pair of shoes. Never. 900 quid? Madness. This game's so boring. Yeah, there's not a lot going on, is there? FM No Casuals, it's insecure people for you. I don't know. Sometimes that might be an explanation in some cases. Not everyone. I think some people do just do it. They like to fit in, or they like the brand. Sometimes they do have an affinity for the brand, and that's fine. I'm not criticising people. Some people, you like what you like. Chance for United. Ederson comes out and claims, never be used to into designer stuff, but got bullied really bad for not having designer stuff. So started wearing stuff and never been bullied since. So really had no choice. Most of them shop in charity shops, I swear. Mate, honestly, you don't need to... Oh, Park 2-0, I know. My day is just gone. Absolute shocker. I don't have money, I just bribe my dad as he's loaded, so why not? Christ, does your dad want to adopt anyone? I could do with a dad who'll throw me some cash for £900 shoes. Yeah, mate, don't be wearing stuff because bullies tell you that's what you've got to wear. If someone has a pop at your clothes, so what? Like, listen, this is M&S. My missus bought me this. It's just an M&S t-shirt. There's nothing to it. Little bit of M&S. Can't go wrong. Oh, that was a little bit naughty. Agate. Agate and Diaz, they don't like each other. Bit of war of words there between the two Portugueses. Ten minutes into the second half, there's already been a little bit more action in this, but it's not particularly flying, is it? Come on, City. Liven it up a bit. De Bruyne floats it in. Might be an opportunity for Marmoush. Oh! Oh, unlucky. That was back then when people cared. No one cares what we were nowadays. No one cares what you were. I mean, well, some people do. Some people do. But the people who care about what you were, the people who care about what you've got, or what you look like, really, they're not the sort of people you really want to be associating yourself with anyway. Anyone who'll take the mick out of you for how you look, or how you talk, or what things you've got, what things you haven't got, they're not really the sort of people I'd spend time with. So it never really bothers me what they say anyway. Water off a duck's back. Doku will get a goal or an assist. I mean, Doku will cause a little bit more of a problem down the left-hand side. Nico O'Reilly, it's not Foden. Foden limping off. Foden jeered off the pitch. Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily been a good game for Foden. Finn4447, who's been better? None of them. None of them. United fans will tell you that it's been United. And I'm guaranteeing you, Finn, it hasn't. I'm sitting here as a neutral. I hate both of these teams. Probably, maybe not equally. I hate United a little bit more. I'm hoping that City win. Lindelof's just coming on for Maguire here. But when I tell you that neither side has had a clear chance in the game, not one. There's not been a clear chance in the game for either side. I can't recall either keeper having a save to make. City have had a couple of chances that they've kind of skewed wide. Foden did have a big chance, actually. I tell a lie. Foden has had a big chance in the second half, and he messed it up. And that's it. There's not been anything else going on. It's been pretty poor. It's been a pretty poor game to watch. Unless you're a United fan or a City fan. I mean, even if you're a United fan or a City fan, you're probably looking at this and going, oh. And that's exactly what I've done for the last hour. It's been dreadful. We've been talking in the chat about fake clothing and whether people who wear or buy fake clothing are actually good people or numpties. Yeah, we've been occupying ourselves with talk about life and other things in life that bother us or whatever. And meanwhile, there's been a footy game going on. It's been a crap derby. Manchester derbies are usually a lot more feisty and ferocious than this. There's been no energy from either side shown. It's been a crap game. This might be the worst Manchester derby I've ever seen. In fact, it is. It's not might be. It is. It's the worst Manchester derby I have ever seen. Two very poor teams, not one of whom can't score for toffee. Yeah, it's just not been a good game. Edward, swear you've always got money though you're defo loaded. Me? Me? You must be joking. I'm a pauper. I'm a peasant. Not got 2 pennies to rub together. Like I say, shopping in M&S. Shopping in M&S. I've got shirts behind me older than most of the people in my followers community. I used to do alright, don't get me wrong. I used to do alright, money-wise. But it's easy come, easy go. If there's one thing I could teach you about money in life, it's you just, honestly, you need to be happy. Doesn't matter how much money you've got. You need to just be doing something that makes you happy. And even if you've got money, if you're doing something that makes you miserable or stressed or keeps you away from your family, which was the case with me. I put so much time into work. I ended up not seeing my little girl all that much or my wife, and it was just, I was working 12, 14-hour days. Just wasn't worth it. No good having loads of money if you can't spend it. You can't spend it with people who you love. Ball across. Oh, there's a claim for an handball there. Oh, that might be a United penalty. City player skidded in. I don't know if it hit his hand. All the United players put their hands up then. They wanted a penalty. I don't think they're going to get one. VAR are going to check it. Yeah, check complete. Chestnut arm. Finn, who do you hate more, Everton or Man United? I think I get more pleasure out of beating Man United. When Liverpool beat United, I get more pleasure out of it than I do Everton. So, I guess that tells you, doesn't it, a story that I personally enjoy victories over United more. But it's very close. It's really close. Yeah, it is. It's really, really close. I don't... And it's difficult, I guess, as well, because I've got family. Like I said, my granddad supported Everton. My mum... Well, I mean, she doesn't really follow football, but I guess she'd consider herself maybe an Everton supporter. I've got cousins and stuff who support Everton. Good mates who support Everton. You know, it's difficult to say that I absolutely loathe them. Oh, Trabzonspor 1-0. FM no casuals. Trabzonspor have got a goal up away to Fenerbahce. This is rough. Edward, as Tyson Fury said, the richest people he knows are never happy. Money don't make you happy. Oh, I don't know. It can make you happy. It can make you happy, but only if you're already happy. If you're already happy and you get a lot of money, it can make you happy. Like, I genuinely believe if I won the lottery now, because I think everything else in my life I am delighted with, love my life to bits. And yeah, if I had a few more zeros in the bank account, then obviously I think everything would be great. But that's the only thing. Like, I love my family, I got a great wife, I got, you know, good mates, and I'm happy as Larry. I haven't always been like that, but I'm happy as Larry now. But I'd love a little bit more cash in the bank, but who wouldn't, eh? Who wouldn't? Fenner losing, fucking great. Good save, Onana. Is that from this free kick? It's just a City free kick about 30 yards out here. Edward, if you won the lottery, would you forget about us? No, if I won the lottery, punched wide by Onana. That was a bit of a Hollywood save. He could have caught. Alisson would have caught that. It's just a Hollywood save. If I won the lottery, would I forget about you? No, I wouldn't forget about you. I would be doing this, but behind me would be, I don't know, maybe more of a studio type setup, and the production values would be a lot better. There'd be a better camera there. There'd be maybe a better mic here. There'd be better lights. I'd have a new laptop. I wouldn't have to put a telly over there. I'd have one over here so I could watch it here and you could see a bit more. There's all sorts. There's all sorts I'd do if I won the money. But easy come, easy go. Genuinely do. It is. The best things in life are free anyway, I think. As long as you're happy, you don't really need money. You need your health. You need to be able to... you need your health, and you need your family, and you need your mates, and you need a passion, something that occupies you, something that drives you creatively. And the world is your oyster. What's your thoughts on Anfield agenda? Is Anfield agenda the bald guy? Is it Craig? The Irish fella. Is that him? Loaded. I honestly, I don't know. That's one Liverpool fan channel that I don't... To be honest, part of the reason that I created this whole Premier League dad thing was because I felt like, as a Liverpool fan, I didn't really feel like I fit into any of the Liverpool fan channels. I don't know if any Liverpool fans feel that at all, but I didn't recognise myself when I watched Anfield Agenda. I didn't think that's like a Liverpool fan that I connected with. And it's kind of the same with Redmen TV. I don't. When I listen to, you know, Mate and Padjack and stuff, I don't. I think the content's good. It's not knocking them, and it's the same with Anfield Agenda. I think they produce good content. It's just that I don't kind of connect with it. I think maybe it's just it's like people buy people, don't they? It's like sales. Sales is a really, when you watch someone, you either connect with them or you don't, and it's just like a relationship. You either buy into that person, you see what they do, and you think, oh, they're sincere, I like them. I could go for a pint with that person, or I could, you know, I kind of understand where their opinions come from. And yeah, whenever I watch Liverpool fan channels, they kind of annoy me a little bit, because they're either a bit performative and a bit doing it for the camera, showing off, which I genuinely, hand on heart, can swear that I never, ever, ever have done or will do. Even if it gets you a few more clicks and a few more likes, it's not me. I'll never do it. I don't know. To each their own, but I don't really get them. I'm the same with West Ham creators. There's a funnily, you say West Ham creators. There's an agency, and I look how many followers I've got. I've got barely any, really. I'm very new to the game. I'm still only kind of 3 months in. Oh, that was a great shot by City. Chance. Oh, cleared away. There was a good chance there for City. Offside. Still only 3 months in. I've got barely any followers, really. But I got an agency approach me and say, would you like to, we can help you grow your followers. We can get you involved in things that might help you grow quicker, or, we can give you tips on how to navigate TikTok and socials and blah, blah, blah. And I thought, okay, yeah, fair enough. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I always have things to learn. I'm not arrogant. I know that I'm learning. I'm still getting an understanding of how socials work and what you need to do and what you need to avoid and all that sort of stuff. So I thought, yeah, go on, we'll get involved with it. And they work with a West Ham fan channel. I forget the West Ham fan channel's name, by the way. But what I do know is that West Ham fan channel pay, I think it's the best part of £1,000 a month. Seriously. £1,000 a month for, do you know the background? Do you like what Goldbridge has? What Goldbridge has, where it's like a interactive, like down the left-hand side, it'll have tactics and formations, and then it'll have a scrolling banner along the bottom, and it'll have maybe polls and questions down the right-hand side, and, text here to get your statement read by all that sort of thing. Pay loads of money to have that created for them. Chance for United. Oh, just wide from Agate. Yeah, they pay an absolute fortune for that. So, if I ever I'm making zero from this right now. If I ever am making money from it, I might do something like that. So, it looks a little bit more professional, a little bit better. Oh, some guy in the crowd got that shot right in his crown jewels. Whew, that was rough. Agate's just absolutely rocketed it in that fella's pants. Tough. But yeah, I know some people do make a pretty living doing this, but I'm guessing you have to be doing it for a very long time, or you have to be very lucky and make, you know, some big videos go viral or whatever. I don't know. I'm just doing it purely for the passion at the minute. I make zero from it. Absolutely nothing. Maybe in time I will. In an ideal world, I'd make something. That would certainly be the dream, to be able to do this full time as a job. Oh, that was wonderful play. Right, Jack Grealish is about to come on for City. But the best news so far in all this, the best news is that we only have 20 minutes left in this game. It's been the most dreadful, dire Manchester derby for some time. Here's Garnacho driving into the box. Easy. Easy peasy peasy. Yeah, all bets are down pretty much today, I think. There's been too many bets going on today where, you know, Fenerbahce getting beat, Olympiacos getting beat by PAOK Salonika. I had City to win here. Certainly didn't see it being a 0-0. I thought that both teams were sufficiently bad defensively that we might see at least one goal. Could really do with City pinching one though. Just in these last 10-15 minutes. Oh, it's so poor. It's so poor. Straight out of play by Matheus Nunes. Garnacho. Not Garnacho. Who is it? It's Rico Lewis and Grealish coming on for City. The most overrated derby out there. Yeah. Like I said, I just think it's two poor teams. Nico Riley and Gundogan coming off. Grealish and Rico Lewis on. I don't know why Rico Lewis doesn't start more for City. I'm sure he should have been the one to start at right back over Nunes. I think there's a lot to be said for the fact that Liverpool only looked a better team once Conor Bradley came on at right back today. Soon as Conor Bradley came on and we actually had some sort of shape, we were brilliant. Well, maybe not brilliant. Brilliant's probably exaggeration, but we looked competent and we looked like we controlled the game in the second half once Conor Bradley came on. And City have played with a centre mid at right back all game. They've just put maybe a proper fullback on in Rico Lewis. You know, maybe now they can get a bit of a grip of the game. Oh, Matheus Nunes, poor again at right back. He's still at right back. That's good play. Really good play by City. Does he have a corner? No, throw in. Come on, City. Here we go. That's a foul and a yellow card, sir. That's a yellow card. Yeah, yellow card for Mason Mount. I didn't even spot Mason Mount had come on. Came on and just immediately floored Bernardo Silva. Grealish out to Doku. Grealish is going to play more as a number 10, I'm guessing, given that Doku's there. I'd love it if City nicked this now. It'd be a proper smash and grab, given how bad they've both been today. And given that, we've had Kane and Caleb and various Kieran, we've had various others in the chat all coming in saying, oh yeah, United with a better side, United with a better side. Nonsense. We could really do with City pinching it late on. Could shove it up them then and say, have a bit of that. Have a bit of that. Eric Cantona watching in the stands there. King Eric, behave yourself. Never even won a European Cup. King Eric. He was a good player though. That was kind of who I watched growing up. Cantona. My first kind of involvement in Premier League football. They were the best players about then. Cantona, Shearer, Fowler, Andy Cole at Newcastle. Klinsmann. Klinsmann was a bloody good player about then as well. Mid-90s. Xerxes! Chance! Mount cleared away. That was the first real chance for United. Fernandes, back out wide. Rico Lewis is cleared out for a United corner. There you go. It has just picked up a little bit. Joshua Xerxes. Getting a great shot on target from a Dorgu cross. Lee Oxley, Yeboah, Leeds. Yeboah was a good... The thing with Yeboah was, I just feel like he only ever scored worldies. I didn't think he was a particularly good player. Like, Letitia was better than Yeboah. Letitia was a better player than Yeboah. But yeah, there was a lot of good players around that time. I mean, Les Ferdinand was a great player. There you go. Top scorers. Let's have a look. Season statistics. Top scorers in the 95-96 Premier League. Alan Shearer, top. Robbie Fowler, second. Robbie Fowler was 18 then. Imagine an 18-year-old scoring 28 goals in a Premier League season. That's... Honestly, people forget how good Robbie Fowler was. Robbie Fowler, before his knee injury, I still maintain to this day, was as good as Ronaldo. Peak Ronaldo, R9, he was unbelievable. Did his knee, was never the same again. Still a very good striker, but was never the same again. Les Ferdinand, 25. Dwight Yorke, Aston Villa, 17. Teddy Sheringham, 16. Chris Armstrong, 15 at Spurs. It was 2 for Spurs. Spurs had Sheringham and Armstrong, both in kind of the top 5 scorers in the Premier League that season. Ian Wright, Arsenal, 15. Cantona, 14. Stan Collymore, 14. Liverpool. Coventry, 14. That's a foul. Is that Casemiro diving? Manchester United claiming a penalty here. Let's have a look. Kovacic goes for it. Oh, that might be a pen. That might be a pen. They're going to check it. No, I think he gets it. Yeah, he's ruled it out. It's not a penalty. Thank God for that. Jesus Christ. Dennis Bergkamp was exceptional, wasn't he? Yeah, Dennis Bergkamp was great. So good on the ball. Dennis Bergkamp, I love those types of players. Bergkamp, Firmino, maybe Berbatov, those sorts of players who maybe don't score the goals, but just kind of floating behind, just behind the centre forward, and they create so many goals. They were geniuses. All 3 of them, by the way. Bergkamp, Firmino, Berbatov. Fabulous players. Absolutely fabulous. Kisco 96, most overrated Prem player of all time. Most overrated Prem player of all time. Poof, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I could probably say most overrated Premier League striker of all time. I genuinely believe, and it's a striker that I loved, by the way. I really, really loved him. He was a great striker. Still a very good striker, but I do think he shouldn't be involved in the, like, best strikers ever debate. Didier Drogba. I think Didier Drogba, and I think Fernando Torres to an extent as well. Torres, Drogba were both of an era. But I don't think they get anywhere near the top 5. I'm not even entirely sure they'd make top 10 of all time. But Drogba and Torres, very good strikers, absolutely. But I would never ever have them as most overrated centre forwards. They would be 2 of mine, definitely. Drogba is the one that immediately comes to mind for me. FM No Casual. Salah for me. Salah. It's tough to say he's overrated when he's scored and assisted as much as he has. It's a bit like Haaland. I mean, Haaland, I would argue, is probably in a similar line of thingy. But the thing with Salah is he's done it on the big occasions. You know, he's done it he's scored in Champions League finals. He's scored in, big moments when we've needed him. He's been there. He's scored in all the big games against the top 6 over the years. He's been so consistent. Like, every year you can set your watch by him. He's in the top. He's either top scorer in the league or certainly top 2, top 3. He's always there. So, yeah, it's difficult to say that Salah would be overrated. Maybe you could argue he's not in the... Oh, that's another foul and a yellow card. Must be. You're all with a booking. 83rd minute. Cisco 96, most underrated Premier League player of all time. Oh, that's another good question. Most underrated Premier League player of all time. I mean, it's a big question. It's a big question. It probably needs a video of its own. I could probably do a video on that. I might do a video on that, actually. Most underrated Premier League player of all time. There's quite a lot. Yeah, there's quite a lot. And it depends which way you approach it as well, because I think there's some players, like I would say Gerrard is in that question, because I believe Gerrard is the greatest Premier League player of all time. I think there was nothing he couldn't do. He could have played for any team in the world and walked into that team. He was incredible defensively, incredible going forward. He had pace, he was strong, he could tackle, he was a leader, he was a great captain, he was always, scoring big goals when we needed him. The guy did everything, he was literally Captain Fantastic. So, for me, Gerrard is underrated because some people don't even have him in their all-time 11s. But then if we're talking about just underrated, like, I don't know, just casual, average players. I mean, in the league right now, let's look at the league right now. I think Mateta's probably one of them. Mateta's been brilliant for Palace, and I never thought I'd say that. He's a very, very competent, very clever player. I think Mbermo's another one, Mark, Slot can't handle a loss like Klopp could. Why? I've not seen what he said. Has he thrown his toys out the pram as well? What's he said? Let me have a look. Let me see. What's Slot saying? It's honestly, this is just coma-inducing. Liverpool boss Arne Slot plays down defensive errors after Reds lose at Fulham. Liverpool boss Arne Slot said people would make stories out of the reasons for his side's 3-2 defeat at Fulham, but played down the defensive mistakes. Slot pointed to Liverpool's defensive consistency. Well, yeah, I mean, he's probably doing the thing of deflection, isn't he? I think that's probably not what he actually thinks, I would say, Mark. I think that's him trying to protect his defence, who have probably got quite a fragile confidence at the moment because of them going out of the Champions League, going out of the League Cup. So, you know, you don't want your manager coming out and saying, yeah, we were really poor, we need to do better. That's not what they need to hear. Actually, they need the manager coming out and protecting him by saying things like... That's actually good management, I would say. That's where Klopp did a very good job, and Slot is doing it as well, in saying that he's taking the pressure off his team because he's making the headlines maybe a little bit about him and saying, well, you're about defensive problems. We've got no defensive problems. We're one of the best defences in the league. We've been incredible all season. What are you talking about, defensive problems? Don't talk stupid. And, like, not listening, not even taking on the question, just deflecting, focus on what we're really good at. It's classic politics, isn't it? It's a politician's answer. But that's what he's paid to do, isn't it? That is what he's paid to do. Mark, haven't seen what he said, to be honest, but guessing a repeat of the Newcastle post-match. It's not defensive errors, it's because we're playing the same formation and players week in, week out. I agree. That's what I said at the time during the live, mate. I absolutely agree with that. I think it's just that the players are knackered. They look knackered, they feel mentally drained, and they're making errors based on... Yeah, I just think it's tiredness. I think there is a little bit of complacency, maybe. And maybe a confidence issue. So... I would certainly rotate. I think it calls for a bit of rotation against West Ham. But that West Ham game next week is massive. Absolutely massive now. Liverpool have to win that next Sunday. Anything other than a win next Sunday is disastrous. Because it just opens the door again for Arsenal. I think Arsenal will beat Brentford in the half-5 on Saturday. And that'll go. That then, I'm telling you, this is how I see this panning out. I think next Saturday, half-5, Arsenal beat Brentford to go 8 points behind us. And 8 points doesn't sound as bad, does it? Especially when they've got to come to Anfield, and Liverpool have got to go to Chelsea, and Liverpool have got Spurs, and Liverpool have got to go to Brighton. There's all sorts still to happen. So, I think Arsenal will go 8 points behind us. Liverpool might fluff it against West Ham. Just seen Fenerbahce have scored 1-1. Elliott came on and was class. Chiesa had more shots than Jota. I know. Jota should have scored that one. Jota should have scored that one, that 1v1. He really should. Can't believe they gave a pen. Have a look at it after the stream. I will do, yeah. I will do. Be honest, I might just fall asleep generally after this because it's been a bad game, hasn't it? Oh, excuse me, it's been a bad game. We'll beat West Ham and Leicester. We have to. There's no Edward. If we have to, if anything other than 6 points from those two games, and Arsenal they'll start thinking they can get back into it. They'll start thinking there's a chance. And there is. I mean, they should be kicking themselves now. Arsenal fans should be absolutely furious at Mikel Arteta, raging at him that he put out that lineup yesterday. Because if they had got 9, they'd be 9 points clear. They'd be 9 points clear right now. 9 points behind, sorry. They'd be 9 points behind Liverpool. And as I said, some very, very big games that Liverpool have to play. Arsenal would have to win all of their remaining games between now and the end of the season But they've got Ipswich, they've got Southampton, they've still got some games. Two of the games that Arsenal have got are probably gimmies. And they've got to come to Anfield and win. So, by no means would it be certain, but Arsenal would have a chance. They would have a chance. And they could make it uncomfortable for Liverpool. I still think we'll win the title, by the way. I'm not concerned just yet. We have to win our next 2 games because our final few are rough. Like, in an ideal world, it would be great if Brentford managed to get a point against Arsenal on Saturday night and then Liverpool managed to beat West Ham on Sunday, and then all of a sudden we're back in front 11 points clear. That would be ideal. Oh no, it'd be 13, wouldn't it? Sorry. Maths ain't mathing. The maths ain't mathing. Right, how many minutes have we got left? 4. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes left in this disgusting Manchester derby. Oh. It's been absolute horsepish. Horsepish. Edward, it's the Spurs game I'm dreading, if I'm honest. Spurs haven't gone out to fight for, though. Spurs, by the time we play Spurs, they might be out of Europe. And if they're out of Europe, then Ange Postecoglou's probably been sacked. And they'll have put Ryan Mason in charge for the rest of the season or something like that. Or they'll have gone through in Europe and then they won't give a monkeys about what happens in the Prem. They won't care one bit what happens in the Prem. Well done. Bernardo Silva's so good at that. He's tigerish, isn't he? I hate him, but he's so good at it. West Ham game will be close. It won't. Oh, I don't know, mate. I think you'll give us a good game. Like I said, Bowen, Kudus, they're always going to worry me. That header from Fulkrug yesterday was cracking. Right, there you go. It's 0-0. It's all done and dusted. The worst derby ever. It's been absolutely horrific. Thank God we can switch this crap off now. It's honestly a bit horrific. Absolutely awful game. Just crap. United. I'm done. I'm done with United. It was dour. Absolutely dour. 42. If United win Europa, how many teams make Champions League football? Will it only be top 4 in the league or top 5? No, it is top 5. It's top 5. If United win the Europa, then I believe there can be 6. Can't there? Yeah, there can be 6. The maximum number of teams that can be in the Champions League was always 5, but now we've been awarded an extra league position, so that would go up to 6. So if Man United were to win the Europa, then yeah, there would be 6 in. But United won't win the Europa. Yeah, that isn't happening. Like, put that thought to bed. That isn't happening. There's at least 3 teams in the Europa League that will beat Man United. At least 3, and I think Lyon over 2 legs might just do it. Yeah, we're winning it all. Glory, glory, Man United. Mate, that was dreadful. That was horrific, that game. And I'm so glad that it's done, and I don't have to focus on it anymore. I don't know, to win Europe, you have to be boring. That's true. Copenhagen are 1-0 up against Nordsjælland. I've got that on the betting slip. Imagine Spurs finish 15th and still get Champions League. That could happen. Yeah, that could happen. I could see that happening. City made it boring. No, City didn't make it boring. You made it boring. City came wanting to win and at least committing players forward. United didn't commit any players forward. United sat back and accepted the draw. And I guarantee, after the game, the happier of the two managers is Ruben Amorim. And he'll just say, yeah, we've already beat City this season. We've took 4 points. We focus on a big game in Europe now. We're still in Europe, they're not. Pep Guardiola, on the other hand, now City aren't so hot in that race for the Champions League. I genuinely believe the way that Pep and the way those City players are performing, I genuinely think that at least, I think Pep or someone there, I think someone knows that there's something going on with City. I think they think there's something going down, and they might get a big punishment at the end of the season. All you done was park the bus. All City do is pass. Nothing forward thinking. So dry. City were away from home. Yeah. United didn't make any attempt to play the game. I thought they tried to kill the game and did it very successfully, to be honest. So, yeah. Whatever. It is what it is. It's all done and dusted. Kane told you it would be a draw. Yeah. I haven't got anything to say. I mean, I've lost my mind watching that. It was mind-numbing. The most horrific game I've watched for a good while. There you go. Good point for us. I told you United fans would say this. Good point. We move on. We're still in Europe. City carry on. They're not in Europe. Nonsense. Amorim's setup is elite, giving players, and we're winning it all. Oh, goodness me. Just sounds salty. I'm not salty. Why would I be salty about Manchester United? You're 15th. Or wherever you are. I don't even know where you are. I don't even look in the bottom half of the table. I only look see where Everton are and if they're close to relegation again. I don't even know where United are. Oh... I need an holiday, me. I need an holiday. I can't put up with you talking such absolute wham in the chat. Talking nonsense. Goal, Fenner. Yeah, 2-1 Fenerbahce. Get in there. Everything's going on. You're lucky. Liverpool don't play United. Yeah, we might stuff you 3-0 like we did earlier in the season. Mate, we've battered. I'm sick of beating United. I am sick of beating United. We batter you every single time we play you. Isn't the aggregate score the last time we played you? Like, isn't it something like 36-2 or something like that at Anfield? We've smashed you. Ahmad. Yeah. Horrific in the FA Cup. United will play Wrexham away in 2 years. No, I think United will carry on. They'll carry on and they'll keep improving under Amorim for the next few months, and then I think there's probably an outside chance that Jim Ratcliffe or the Glazers, whoever, will make a decision on him this time next season. I think he'll be gone. I think they'll move on and they'll get another Ten Hag, Amorim, some other hot young manager from the continent. They'll go and get him, and it won't work out. Klopp farewell tour ended. Do you mean Klopp farewell tour ended? Listen, he still won as much as United did last season, and that man has won a lot more than any Man United manager has won. Any Man United manager combined over the last 10 years. He's smashing it. Jurgen Klopp's a Premier League legend. There's been no Man United manager who's been a Premier League legend since Purple Nose left. Liverpool will be found out next season. Enjoy your little league title. Already seeing signs of it. Oh, right, listen. I'm done. I'm gone. I'm gone for the night. You're done. You've wiped me out there with that comment, 42. I'll be back tomorrow for Leicester City. Leicester City against Newcastle. Big game in the top 4, top 5 race, Champions League football for Newcastle. Can they get it? They need a win against Leicester. Puts the cat amongst the pigeons. The fact that, City didn't get the win today. It's an opportunity for them to move up. Villa getting the win against Forest yesterday. It's all tightening up there in that race. Chelsea dropping points against Brentford today. It really is. It's getting very close from Forest in third down to kind of Villa, Brighton, maybe even Fulham after their win against Liverpool today. Fulham. Maybe Bournemouth can still get back into it, but certainly Fulham, Brighton, Villa, City, Newcastle, Chelsea, Forest. There's so many teams in that race for Europe, and about 3 or 4 are going to miss out and get no European football. So, yeah, it's a big, big end to the season. Those are the games that we're going to focus on the most. We've got another one coming on tomorrow night, Leicester against Newcastle. Then on Tuesday, we're going to switch to the Champions League, Arsenal, Real Madrid. Wednesday night, we're going to switch to PSG against Aston Villa. Head to Paris for that one. Thursday, we've got Legia Warsaw against Chelsea in the Europa Conference League. That's a 5:45 kickoff. On to the 8 o'clock, we're going to do Lyon against Manchester United back in France. Come on, Lyon. Allez, Olympique Lyonnais. And then on Friday, there's no footy on. So Friday is the only day I'm not going to be streaming. But I have got videos coming out throughout the week on YouTube. So go and subscribe to YouTube if you haven't. And then I'll be back obviously next weekend with the normal Premier League streaming. So yeah, take it easy. Have a good day. Whatever you're doing, enjoy the rest of your